Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Everyday Ecom Podcast. I am joined today with Omar. How's it going, my friend?
Everything perfect. Thanks so much for having me, Argan. It's a pleasure to be here and talk about everything what is important right now in the Amazon world.
Wonderful. Where are you calling out of?
At the moment, I'm based in Morocco, but our headquarters is in Dubai, so I'm flying back and forth actually.
Oh, the country must have been going wild a month ago when you guys were in the.
Oh yes, yes. You're ready. Can you imagine? I was actually in Dubai at that moment, so I watched the game in some kind of a cafe. But there's as well lots of Moroccans there, so
Nice.
it was fun as well, But the second part, I was back in Morocco then, and it definitely it's getting pretty wild here, and it's funny to see. Really, it's great. I've never experienced this anywhere where I was living. When I was living in Germany, or it was never that crazy like here,
Yeah, I could only imagine. That's just an amazing thing for the country and something we all needed.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, I'm obviously we connected before, but maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, your background. Seems like we've been very similar paths in this e-commerce world, but would love to hear it from you and for our audience, like summary of who you are, what you do.
Okay, let's begin with the personal me. So I'm an entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurship. My background is graphic design. So I tried different ventures. I tried graphic design. I tried selling online already very early in 2006, where I did everything from scratch on my own, the SEO part, and it didn't work because I didn't have the knowledge. So I tried many things. Then I worked in finance afterwards, and afterwards margin business came to life because I love to travel. I love languages, and everything came in between. So I found myself in southern Spain, and was thinking about how can I make this better? How can I make the upcoming Amazon? How can I help the upcoming Amazon world actually to get better, or sellers in there get better? And with Emily, the co-founder, we founded Margin Business out of passion for languages and for knowing about the cultural differences in the different countries. And this is how Margin Business got started. Personally, like I said, I love to travel, lots of sports, and it's really something which I really appreciate, to have the free time of being an entrepreneur. And that's why I as well went out of the 9 to 5 about 10 years ago.
I love that. Is there a specific niche that you guys specialize or focus in, or is it you can do all in all?
We are really specialized in languages, in localization, in translation. Like I already mentioned, it really comes with our passion. It comes with the whole lifestyle that we had. So it really matches up. It's like you have a brand and you love doing sports, and you come up with a jumping rope, okay? Because it's all about you. It's all about what you can bring to the audience. It's not something that I just say, oh, I want to make money with. No, it's really came from zero, and I grew with it, and we understood and we learned along the way. So this is the main basis of what we do. And then obviously we can help as well with other tasks such as PPC, or the HEO side of things, the visual. We can help with all these type of things. We can help as well to start the account in the different legislations like the UAE or Saudi. We're looking into it, but for now the UAE, for the European market as well. We help you as well to connect with the 3PL warehouses. We help you to connect with freight forwarders, because we don't do this ourselves. So we have a pretty strong network out there if there's something we cannot actually do.
Got it. I know you mentioned travel, language, freedom, entrepreneurship. Obviously, e-commerce is kind of the vehicle. Amazon is the platform. But would you say, and I know you guys have a team, and I want to kind of get into that business, but before that, what was kind of the mission, the purpose of the company, and something that translates into the culture of the company with the employees? Like, what would you say is the mission of margin business?
Okay, so let's go right from the start. Why we have created margin business was kind of we were sliding kind of a business. It was not really like thinking about a business. It was more like to be independent and to do our own thing. And from there, we quickly realized when you see a business grows that you cannot work 24 hours. So you have to have somebody who helps you. So from the beginning, it was never for me like the employees, I gave everything, I give to them what I have to do. So just to throw stuff at them, no, we kind of built every single employee. We built them up like they're part of us. They're part of margin business, but they as well, we want to give them the ability to create something new. So we don't want to keep them for ourselves because we understand that having somebody on our team who really knows what they do, they know about Amazon, they know about localization, they know about translation, they know about keyword research in different languages, it's gold, but still you cannot keep them for yourself. You try to teach them everything that you try to make a good work environment, and then you pass it on as they as well teach us how we got into the business. I mean, with mentors. So we are kind of now coming to your question, we're kind of mentoring as well our employees so that they can go out and do their own thing. And this is what we do. And we would be very happy when we see out of margin business, there comes small margin businesses coming out there, and we can build a big network, a big coalition from our employees as well. So right. This is kind of our mission now. And the mission before was just really to, after we understood that we have something in our hand which is really working, we really wanted to build this up and make this big, because after a while you understand, okay, when you work more than 20 hours a day, there is definitely something you have in your hands now, and you need to try to make it bigger.
Got it. I love that. What would you say about the clients, that like the mission for the clients, or let's say a client comes and says, I want to work with you. What would get them over the edge to say, okay, these guys are amazing? I know, again, you mentioned localization, HEO, and I know it's in that vein, but I want to kind of hear, if a client comes, what's going to be that main value that they say, hell yeah, I want to work with you guys? Okay,
so there's two different things. There is the client which comes in 2010 or 2012 and asks for, listen, I need translation because my company is growing crazy and I don't know what to do. I get 100 products per month and I need to translate into 7 languages. I need to do something here. If not, I'm gonna, they're gonna, it's like, it's piling up, and that's it. Then afterwards the turnaround is not possible anymore. So this is the different client what we talk about, 2012. So he has the mission to grow. Okay, so they don't really look at how can I improve? Like today, for example, the client today comes and says, listen, I have same amount of products, but let's take 5 or 10 products. Let's take it small and see what we can do. What can we do for you right now? What we can do is we can actually, in the different languages, we can help to build trust. This is the first thing, and which is very important in order that your customer buys from you. As well in the United States, it's the same. You cannot go with the listings from the UK, use the same words, bring it to the US, and then a US customer would read it like, okay, that's a bit strange. Let me go to the competitor, what he got. This is the first thing. Second thing is that with the keywords, you really rank, and we know exactly, because it's 10 years of experience. We know exactly how to find these keywords and make your product rank. So it won't happen overnight that you go to the first place. Everyone who says that, it's a bit, it's a bit strange, but you definitely can go very fast to the top and actually sell as well. So there's plenty other factors, a part of the listing optimization, which actually needs to be in place. So when somebody asks us, how can we help? Is we can definitely help to rank with these keywords. We make the listing not only look good, we are technicians. We are not only designers. We are really technicians who help you to rank with that. The words will come up. The A+ content is something, it's engaging. The photos are engaging. The text is engaging. Now nobody reads anymore 5 bullet points. I'm sorry to say that, but it's like the first sentence. If you don't like the first sentence and they don't speak to you, then it's kind of lost. There's 100 other sellers who are selling the same product. Why not go to them? So the customers have the credit card. They come to you, and if you don't get their attention right now, then it won't work. So this is what we provide. We get their attention. We push your product up, and you make a lot of sales. So this is what we all want.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the last time or every time I purchase, I don't read bullet points. So when I'm creating listings or when we're talking with the team, I know it gets juice and it ranks for those. But it's like, I don't remember the last time I've read. It's like, obviously it might be product dependent, but yeah, it's like the title, images, and reviews. That's the only thing I look at.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was curious, you mentioned you've been in this for 10 plus years. Do you guys have and run your own brands, or is it just client work and getting into international and getting into translation keywords 8+?
Okay, it's a very good question, and I must say I have been selling myself kickboxing wear before, successfully, but then something came in between and I stopped it completely. And today I'm regretting a lot that I didn't continue, because it would be at the prices I had my hands on at that time. Today I can tell you, you will not even get a piece of the glove. I mean, real leather gloves of, so right now we started our brand. So we are very early in the stage now in the Middle East. So we are launching our brand in the Middle East right now.
Nice. Wonderful. I love that.
Because the reason for that is because we were so occupied with clients. And it was really so many things going on that we literally had no time in order to do that, So we really focused a long time on the brand, on what we want to do, because we really do what we as well tell others. We're not just bringing something up and then sell it, No, there needs to put a brand on. It needs to be connected to us. It needs to be a passionate product, in order to sell it. You know how it goes.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And I feel like as the internet matures, like we develop these skills for doing it for such a long time, and naturally it's like you want to help, or someone already has a brand but they're not doing something correctly. It's like, okay, I can fit in and let me help you. That's kind of how
exactly
my 3PL started. It's like, okay, we have this extra warehouse space. I want to grow into it, but sure, if you have a container, let me house it and help you.
And back then, sorry to interrupt you. And back then, I think there was only, because you mentioned you as well quite a while already in the business. There was Shipwire, the only real strong brand out there, warehousing software out there, which were very good in the West Coast as well. I remember 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was a bit pricey, I think, at that point, but it was the only one, and that's why I'm saying, it's a very good idea of you to actually go into that business, because it's niche as well,
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was gonna ask, it popped into my head. Outside of Amazon, have you guys done work with other platforms, and do you see that as an opportunity coming up?
Yes, definitely. And I'm specifically not Walmart, because I'm sure now you were maybe waiting for the Walmart reply. No, we didn't go on Walmart, but we have been working on bol.com. Bol.com is one of the upcoming marketplaces in the Netherlands. It's pretty big right now. bol.com.
BOL. Well, I haven't heard of
bol.com. It's very big. I think we done about 700 listings or something for them. Wow. From different large sellers out of the European Union. And I can say anyone who really is into e-commerce need to look at this marketplace, because there's pretty serious sales on there. Then we got Cdiscount. Cdiscount is from France. Cdiscount, I think Cdiscount FR so far, and as well Real.de, which is now Kaufhof.de. It's in Germany. So we have been working on these platforms as well quite a lot, customer service included. So all of these platforms we have provided customer service as well.
Very interesting,
including as well the listing.
I'm probably gonna drop those links below, and this is why
Yes,
I like
definitely.
having people like yourself on, because I haven't even heard of those, and I'm not as familiar with that international marketplace. So, guys, if you're listening from different parts of the world or in the US and trying to get into these marketplaces, I would love to leave those there, and then if they have questions, they can reach out to you.
Yes, please. I'm happy to help.
Kind of transitioning back into margin, what's your guys' goal for the next 12 months, and who would be the ideal customer that you can help?
So for us normally, what our goal is always like maximum to double our revenues. And for customers, obviously, to help mid-size to large companies in order to localize their listings. We have quite big capacities in order to do that. So there is no problem with 300 listings plus per month times 7 languages or 8 languages, even in the European Union. Although we recommend to go for the 4 main marketplaces, and if there is more budget, obviously you then as well for the other 4, which are the smaller ones, the newer ones, because the more you're present in them in the European Union, the better it is for you later on. But in general, this is our target customer or our goal, and for them we will definitely guarantee that sales will go up a lot.
I like that. And then kind of transitioning back into a brand owner, someone that's running their own brand, what would be 3 things that like every e-commerce brand should be doing in 2023?
Okay, good question as well. I was, every brand owner needs definitely to pay attention now. Pay attention not only of competitors or of revenue. Diversify. It's not anymore the one-man show, because I know plenty of sellers out there, big sellers, are still running a one-man show, not one-man show literally, but have like maybe 1 VA or 2 VA or something, and trying to do everything through some marketplaces, hire people here and there, and it can get pretty messy. I'm sure the aggregators have shown us that with the right budget, you can pretty much scale a brand which you don't even really know, keeping the people. Okay, where are you? Where are you? I don't see you. Okay. I just take the second screen. I have 2 screens here. Sometimes it's just hold on. I need to see you. Here we go. Now I got you back. Okay. So I was talking about, just a second. Until when it was until when you hear
aggregators, how they're able to scale brands.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay. So we have seen aggregators, for example, understood very fast how to scale the brands. So if anybody out there is still trying to, not having real teams in place, or hiring agencies, because for me, we are e-commerce businesses. We are fast companies. We need to be fast. We cannot be slow, because everything moves too fast. The best is to hire agencies. You can hire agencies on demand. You have the full service, you have another agency, they have networks. You can work with everyone is well connected here in the Amazon space right now. And who's reliable and who's not reliable. You will find out very quickly. It's everyone knows each other in the network. So please try to reach out to somebody with an agency and not to try things, to do things on their own, because right now we are so fast in the e-com space that a little mistake might cause your business, even if you're big. This is definitely one advice I got. And the second one is to be patient, because nothing will happen anymore from overnight. The fast money is not here anymore, I would say. Now it's patience and consistency. These are the last two. So patience and consistency. And for the big companies out there, continue hiring agencies, because if something is happening, having internal teams will break down again, and other small communities, families, and all of these things. So I would always say, even if you pay more, hire the agencies instead of, getting people and hiring them and having them in the team, and for years, and then afterwards they need to go or something. I would really emphasize agencies more at that point.
Yeah, and something you mentioned, and I think it's very true. We are in the fast pace moving. There's always a new thing that if you don't test or take advantage of, you might fall behind. So it's like move fast, but then there's that component of also be patient and build that brand equity, the customer service. Like it's both.
Oh yes.
So it could get a little tricky. Now, with that said, and kind of going back to beginning of the conversation when you mentioned keywords and ranking, could you give us any golden nuggets, some like very high value bomb that helps with ranking, or something you guys have seen that helps with ranking? These are maybe like TikTok ads, Amazon influencers, ManyChat, something that you guys are seeing that's like very high value that can rank products really well.
There's two things which I'm thinking about. It's once is the keywords, for example, in the European Union, because, and it's again, I think it's the same as the US. Let's take both examples. In European Union, you have the different languages. So if you have a person which is native and you're searching keywords in that language, try to go, for example, for I'll talk about helium 10 now because we're using helium 10. So we're going for the green keywords, because the red, they might be corrupted from foreign sellers which have no clue actually what they doing with the search engine. So these keywords are not good. Let's keep it this way. So I would rather take 100 sales from the green keywords than taking it from the red keywords and spending my money on PPC on that, for example. So into the listing, put the green keywords and put long tail in there, and not too much, and try to put them really in the first sentence, not anywhere down there, and this will keep you ranking in these countries, for example.
Got it. I like that. I didn't know that. And obviously within each marketplace, those keywords have to be specific language for that marketplace. So
exactly, definitely.
Green keywords, the long tails. Interesting. Okay. Switching.
I mean, it will not go like crazy into the red, because the red will cost you a lot of money. And when you're launching products, or you're having products which is not too high in margin, you want to go for this and keep it on the long term, but still beat your competitors on the long term as well. We all know if tomorrow you go to place one, something is wrong and you will drop down again very fast. So this is it's the long game, and who has the most patience.
Got it. Switching gears, kind of wrapping up here. I know you mentioned a lot, and I kind of know your guys' specialty, but what would you say is your superpower in e-commerce at Amazon? I know you guys do a lot. If there's one thing, you're just like gonna hit a home run every time.
Okay, we really, what we enjoy, our passion is really the localization. So localizing the text, localizing the pictures, and staying updated as well for the terms of Amazon. For example, right now, you cannot write anymore these monster bullet points. You need to be very, very specific, very short, very sharp. And having the localization in one of these sentences and with a keyword, it's already something we are really working on all the time, because you have to change and rechange all the time, because from language to language, it's switching, it's getting bigger, some get smaller, but most of the time it's get bigger because a different language have different length of words. So this is really, languages, localization, and keyword optimization is our superpower.
Yeah, I like that, and haven't given that too much thought, but I can only imagine, like, someone selling a wine glass. I'm just throwing out, like, having that setting in France will be different than Germany, than Spain, than something else. So it's like maybe having an image that's drinking that wine in front of the Eiffel Tower. In Germany, it will be wherever. In Spain, it will be wherever. So I love that, and I love that you guys are doing that. So I'll leave that link in the description. If there are specific, like, case studies of something like that you'd like to showcase, maybe show it on the site, and I can include that as well.
Okay.
And I'm actually curious, for our brand, we stopped doing EU because of VATs, and just shipping was very torturous.
I understand.
But I would love to connect maybe some other time and kind of dig deep into our brand and get your feedback on how that would be possible.
Sure. We do this as well. If you give us a product, a few products of yours, we can have a look and check if this would make sense in the European Union. And as well, the VAT is not too bad. It's
yeah, I heard it got better. I've been hearing it's getting better.
There is Hello Tax, which can help you with the whole setup, or Avast. There is different organisms who can really help you very fast, very efficient, to do it, not expensive, So, but anyway, we always need to put in investment. To be frank, it's not anymore. Without investment, don't work anymore. We're not in 2010 anymore. So there is investment in everything you do. So you have to have a certain amount in order to grow your brand worldwide. As well even more in the US, because UAE, Saudi, Europe is literally low hanging fruits. In the US, you are used to pay a lot of money, which in the other countries I just mentioned, you don't.
Awesome, cool. Last question for you: how can people connect with you and get in touch?
Great. I am very, very active on LinkedIn. So Margin Business is on LinkedIn. My name, Omar Angri, is on LinkedIn as well. If not, Omar@marginbusiness.com. Very straightforward. Awesome.
And I will also leave those in the description. So I think you guys are providing a really high value service. Thank you so much for jumping on. I hope people reach out to you from this, and we chatted about some clients that I can send your way. So hopefully this will be insightful for you guys, and hopefully Omar and his team can help you with anything international related, and kind of getting those listings in tip-top shape for the customers on each country. Omar, thanks again, my friend. Thank you so much. This was helpful for me. We're definitely gonna stay in touch. I'll link with you, and we'll take it from there.
Thank you so much, Arjen. It was a pleasure to speak about this. It's amazing to share knowledge and to learn so much.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.